this is a talk about what we offer, okay? So what do we offer startups and entrepreneurs if they join Foundups acceleration program? Now, I'll start you off. The fee is $500, just $500. It's $500 a year, so after the year you can choose to renew. In essence, what you're doing is saying, it's kind of like a script of a movie. I'm going to give you rights to produce my idea, and I'll become a project of your C corporation for 1 year. And if you launch me, right? And by launching, what I mean by build your team, validate your idea whilst I'm building your team, build your prototype. Again, remember, this is just for $500, and I'm assisting you. I expect that you're going to work with me. Don't sit back and expect me to do all the work. We're going to have to, this is a team, right? Raise a minimum of $100,000 and identify and secure your first either customer or agreement to be a customer in 1 year. If I do all that for $500, just $500, you will give us 10% of the company, you know, of your idea when we launch it as a startup. We will use basically our bylaws. I mean, if you join us, it's basically you're putting your idea under Big Brother Foundup. And Big Brother Foundup, only intention is to get you launched. So just as if you were to hire National Community Development Services to come raise money for your company, and you'd be paying them $25,000 a month, and I used to be one of their directors, when we're running that campaign, we have the final word. We run it our way. So when we're launching your idea into a lean startup, we're launching it our way, okay? So what we say goes. Now, I believe to have someone validate your idea, build your team, raise you money, that will either build your prototype and secure customers, that enables you to be pretty much a 99% success as a lean startup, is one heck of a deal for $500. All right. I wish that 9 years ago when I started Eduit, I would have been able to do that, because incorporating a loan and getting a C corporation and managing that, setting up a virtual office and all that crap is well over. And you talk to anyone who's done a business for a while, they're spending a lot of money. So this is a walk in the park. And especially if you're the type of entrepreneur that's spending $75 and $150 to go to this event and that event, you're just throwing away money. You're chasing basically ghosts, because you've got to understand there's only 3,000 angel investors that are out there, and they're getting slammed with opportunities. And especially if you're not a white guy like me, your position is just go. If you don't live in America, wow, talking about really tough jobs. So what do we do? One is you become part of our corporation, our C Corp. We have offices now in Hong Kong, in China. We're going to have offices in India. So if you actually have a product, you'll be able to use our existing corporate structure. In the United States, you use Foundups Corp to basically position, sell, move your product through our corp. Number two, if you just have an idea, I'm going to use a very specific way to validate your idea using the Open-incubator framework. Understand, the Open-incubator framework is a system of validating, team building, prototype building, fundraising, and launching that idea as a startup. It's a whole system from the idea to the launch. So we're not interested in exit plans. We're not interested in how you're going to grow it once you're a startup. That's all, that's on you. But we will get you your first customers. We will raise you your launch funding that you may need to get those customers. And we will validate and identify your team. Now, you may be a situation where no one wants to join your team. You may pay your $500, but no one wants to join. Now, that's a problem. Well, you just saved yourself a ton of money. Because if you would have done it your way, you would have probably spent at least 10, 20, 30,000 chasing this dream, and realizing that no one's interested in it. Wouldn't you much rather spend $500 and know right then whether or not it's worth pursuing within the next couple months, right? So you get a heck of a lot by joining us. You join a growing organization. We're on now 4 pages of LinkedIn. I expect this to be on 10 soon. We'll be on 100. Now, if you don't want to pay $500, and it's flexible, you can pay, $100 a month over 5 months. I don't care. The idea is that it's a good faith, and the funding that you are putting in is helping to fund other startups, because we're establishing a pool, and this pool will also be used to benefit those Foundups that are close to launch, right? You can also use our Foundup Open-incubator. It's basically, I launched it, means basically you do it yourself, and you won't get the fundraising component, but I will teach you, and you would say, listen, look at what I did with Foundups. Imagine if you had your idea looking like Foundups Corp. Go look at Foundups Corp in LinkedIn. Imagine in the first week, you could have your project looking like Foundups Corp, with strategic partners, with prime partners, with a team, with advisors. Don't you think when you talk to folks and say, listen, this is this is where I'm at. Obviously people are interested in what I'm doing. People are interested in working with me. And that's a very strong position. So give me a call, let's talk about it. I get a call a day now with customers, which is pretty damn good, I think, having launched last week. Every day, someone Skypes me and calls me. Right now, I'm a small operation. I'm having to train people. So if you're looking to be part of a new way of business, this is a completely new way of launching a strategic initiative into a startup, and you would like to, be doing what I'm doing in India or in Africa or anywhere around the world, because what I do is not restricted to location. We're an open incubator. We're a global incubator. We're not a Silicon Valley or a London or all these closed groups. We're not a Y Combinator. We're like an open Y Combinator, where as a group we unite and help each other, and we share. We take 10% of your company. However, we share 6% with our Open Incubator Framework community, with our OIF community. Now, that doesn't happen on the Open Incubator side of if you just join the Foundups Open Incubator. But if you're part of the Foundups Corp structure, and you pay your money, then those projects are part of our system. The Open Incubator is just a way for you to validate and get exposure for your ideas. Thank you. Call me. My number is 1-202-360-4467. I live in beautiful Japan. I just finished walking my sons to school. My favorite thing of the day, walking my sons to school. There's no amount of money that could ever replace or take that pleasure. And I'm very fortunate to be doing the things that I love with the people I care about, and which are entrepreneurs and startup folks like yourself. Thanks.